Morgan Wallen, the country music sensation, has recently dropped his highly anticipated album, I'm the Problem. With 37 tracks and an immediate surge in popularity, the album has become the most streamed country record of 2025 and is expected to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. Wallen's career continues to skyrocket, solidifying his place as one of the biggest stars in contemporary music, transcending genres. However, this success hasn't come without controversy, especially in light of recent claims from the mainstream media. In a piece published by Variety, Wallen's music was labeled as Trump-coded, sparking heated debates among his fan base and critics alike. The article, provocatively titled, "Does Being a Morgan Wallen Fan Make You MAGA? Why the Country Bad Boy Music is Trump-Coded," aims to connect Wallen's musical style and image with political undertones associated with former U.S. President Donald Trump and the MAGA, Make America Great Again, movement. Despite the fact that Wallen has never publicly made any political statements or endorsements, the Variety piece suggests that his music, specifically his themes of rebelliousness, partying, and bad decisions, embodies a very Trumpy spirit. The connection drawn between Wallen's music and Trumpism raises questions about the intersection of pop culture and politics and how the media frames artists in ways that reflect broader societal divisions. In this article, we'll explore the controversy surrounding Wallen's music, dissect the claims of the Variety article, and examine the broader implications of labeling an artist's work as politically coded without substantial evidence. Wallen's success and image. Morgan Wallen's rise to fame has been a testament to his undeniable talent and the power of country music. With a voice that blends traditional country with modern sensibilities, Wallen quickly became a fan favorite. His first major hit, Whiskey Glasses, launched him into the mainstream, and subsequent albums like Dangerous. The double album solidified his place at the top of the charts. Wallen's unique blend of country, rock, and pop elements has won him a diverse fan base that extends beyond typical country music enthusiasts. Despite his musical success, Wallen's image has been shaped by controversies. He's faced criticism for past behavior, including the widely publicized use of a racial slur in early 2021, which led to temporary consequences such as the suspension of his musical career and the removal of his music from major radio stations. However, Wallen worked hard to redeem himself, engaging in charity work and issuing a public apology for his actions. Over time, he regained the support of many fans who appreciated his musical talent and his attempts to make amends. In terms of his political views, Wallen has been largely apolitical. Unlike many celebrities who use their platforms to speak out on political matters, Wallen has focused primarily on his music and personal life. He has never publicly endorsed any politician or political movement, and his music doesn't overtly engage in political commentary. His songs mostly revolve around themes of heartbreak, partying, relationships, and personal struggles, subjects that are staples in the country music genre. The allegations of Trump coding. The term Trump-coded has been used in recent years to describe elements of music, media, and culture that are seen as aligning with or supporting the ideology of former President Donald Trump and his political base. According to the Variety article, Morgan Wallen's music is Trump-coded due to its themes of rebellion, defiance, and the so-called middle finger to the world spirit. The article claims that Wallen's music, specifically songs about drinking, making mistakes, and being a badass, reflects a very Trumpy ethos. The article acknowledges that Wallen has never publicly endorsed Donald Trump, stating, "Wallen has never publicly endorsed Trump." However, it suggests that Wallen's behavior and image, even without explicit political endorsement, are undeniably MAGA-coded. The writer argues that Wallen's tough guy persona and his lyrics about bad decisions are akin to the type of freedom and individualism espoused by Trump and his supporters. The connection drawn between Wallen's music and Trumpism seems tenuous at best. The reality is that country music, as a genre, has long been associated with themes of defiance, rugged individualism, and resistance to authority. These themes are not inherently political, but rather reflect the personal experiences of many people, particularly those in rural America. In this context, labeling Wallen's music as Trump-coded feels more like an oversimplification designed to fit a narrative than an accurate assessment of his work. The backlash. Fans speak out. Wallen's fans were quick to voice their dissatisfaction with the Variety article. Social media platforms lit up with responses from those who felt the piece mischaracterized Wallen and his music. Many fans pointed out that Wallen's songs are primarily about personal experiences, love, heartbreak, and partying, universal themes that have long been present in country music. One fan wrote, "I think his songs are catchy and I don't call myself a conservative, so this headline is stupid," rejecting the notion that enjoying Wallen's music equates to political allegiance. Another user added, "Weirdest headline and article written by your outlet Congress," expressing their disbelief at the connection made between Wallen's music and political ideology. Other fans chimed in, saying things like, "Quit stirring the pot," and "Can we enjoy the Tennessee Superstar's music without seeing red hats?" One comment read, "I remember when we didn't make everything about politics. Let's go back to that." This sentiment reflects a broader frustration felt by many who believe that the media has become overly politicized, forcing political divides into spaces where they may not naturally belong. Fans of Wallen, many of whom may not identify with the political left or right, are simply looking for music they can enjoy without being told what it represents in a political context. Country music and politics, a complex relationship. The relationship between country music and politics is a nuanced one. While some country artists have been outspoken in their political views, such as Toby Keith's support for the Iraq War or Dixie Chicks' vocal opposition to George W. Bush, many others, like Wallen, had chosen to keep their personal beliefs separate from their music. Country music has historically appealed to a wide range of people from different political backgrounds, and the genre itself is not inherently tied to any particular political ideology. That said, certain themes in country music, such as individualism, freedom, and defiance of authority, can resonate with people across the political spectrum. These themes are often celebrated in country songs, but they are not exclusive to any political movement. For example, Wallen's music, which often celebrates living on the edge, taking risks, and embracing freedom, can be interpreted in many ways depending on the listener's perspective. To say that these themes are Trump-coded is to ignore the broader cultural context in which they exist. It's also worth noting that country music has a long history of being associated with conservative values, but that does not mean that every country artist or fan subscribes to those values. Country music is a diverse and evolving genre, and its appeal extends beyond the political right. Many fans enjoy country music because it speaks to their personal experiences, not because it represents a specific political ideology. The role of the media. The Variety article raises important questions about the role of the media in shaping public perceptions of artists and their work. By labeling Wallen's music as Trump-coded, the article is engaging in a form of political analysis that many critics believe is both reductive and unnecessary. Music, like all forms of art, is open to interpretation, but when the media imposes political labels onto it, it can limit the scope of its meaning. In an era where political polarization is more pronounced than ever, it's tempting for media outlets to draw connections between popular culture and politics. However, as Wallen's fans have pointed out, this tendency risks alienating audiences who simply want to enjoy music without being told what it means in a political context. Music has always been a space for personal expression and emotional connection, and reducing it to political symbolism risks diminishing its power to unite and inspire. Conclusion. The controversy surrounding Morgan Wallen's new album and the Variety article's claims about his music being Trump-coded highlights the broader tension between pop culture and politics. While Wallen's music undeniably carries themes of rebellion and individualism, these themes are not exclusive to any political ideology. Instead, they reflect the personal experiences of many people, particularly those who find themselves in the traditions of country music. Wallen's fans have made it clear that they want to engage with his music on their terms, without political overtones being imposed on it. While media outlets like Variety continue to draw political connections where none exist, it's important to remember that music, at its best, is about the shared human experience, not about fitting into a political box. As the debate over Wallen's music continues, it's a reminder that sometimes artists just want to make music, and listeners just want to enjoy it, free from the politics that so often dominate the headlines.